plus 9, and divide by, in parentheses, 2t squared plus 9, but don't forget to square. At this point, I'll go back to second and table. All I need to plug in is 2 and 12. 2 and 12. I will copy all of them at the same time. I mean, they're all there instantaneously. So P of 2, 133,823, but it's in thousands, so I'm going to write 133,824. Then P of 12 is 95,202. That, let me check my functions, because I was expecting the population to increase, not to decrease. So what did I do? That's my expectation. Let me enter this one more time just to make sure. 75 plus 500t divided by 2t squared plus 9 plus 9. Okay. And let's go back. I wasn't expecting a number smaller, because it says the growth rate. And I don't see any mistake in my function. 75 plus 500t, 2t squared plus 9. Okay. I wasn't expecting the value to go down from 133 to 95,000. Okay. Then P prime of 2. This is 15.571. And P prime of 2, 1.41.
Can you read out
the function?
Can you read out P prime of 2, because it's a bit blurry. I can't see it. Like C, can you read out C, D, and E, and C and D, please?
So P prime. So see, P prime of 2, 15,571, and P prime of 12 is 1,411. So this is times 10 to the third.
What about D?
So these two are C and E, and these two are B and D. So this is P of 2 and this is P of 12. And the derivative is in red. So P prime of 2 is this, and P prime of 12 is this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, I'm checking one more time just to make sure. So that's 0, 500, correct, minus 500t, and then times 4t. That's correct. I factored out 500. I have 2t squared plus 9, and minus, ha ha ha. Got it. So minus 4t squared, sorry about that. So this is 500. That's why P is okay, but P prime is not okay. So negative 2t squared plus 9 over, I'm going to write it again because it's not a good idea to have it right there. Okay, here it is. So what happened was, that's why it wasn't making any sense. So factor 500, that's perfect. But t times 4t is 4t squared. So 2t squared plus 9 and then 4t squared. Now it makes sense. So this is incorrect. So we're going to make the correction in a minute. So we have 500 negative 2t squared plus 9 divided by 2t squared plus 9 squared. Very good. When it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Because I was expecting to see increase, but it doesn't increase. Because my calculations were not. So 500 in front, parentheses, negative 2t squared, and then plus 9. Yes? Now I'm checking 3 times. Okay, and divide by 2t squared, and plus 9, and don't forget to square. Okay. Perfect. Aha. So, of course, P was okay. No problem. But P prime, so part C, P prime of 2 is 1730 population per year. And then E, what is E? All of a sudden, P prime of 12 is negative 1,581 population per year. Okay. Now it's okay. So this is the reason why we look at the first derivative or the derivative function. We're going to look at the second derivative for something also, but that's why we look at the first derivative. So what does this mean? It means that at year 2, the population increased by 1,730 per year. But at year 12, people started moving away from the city or town, whatever it is. So by 1,581 per year at that moment, at that instant. Okay, I'm always hoping that my students will watch this and look at the notes. So I don't want to have a mistake here. I don't want you to get confused. Okay. Good. Any questions? Where is my book? I lost my book. I can't lose my book. Okay. Good. Any questions? Any questions? I wanted to talk about one more concept here, which is called, and I will go back to the previous page, which is called the average cost, average rate of cost. Okay, so the average cost. So finds the cost in dollars of producing X belts to be this. Find the rate at which the average cost is changing. So when we talk about average profit, we're looking at the profit function divided by the number of units. When we talk about the average cost, we talk about the cost divided by number of units. When we talk about revenue, we talk about the revenue function divided by X. When we're asked to find the rate of change now of these, we will have to differentiate this function, differentiate this function, and differentiate this function. Okay, so if we look at 53, the average cost, and that's my page 7. So in 53, on page 163, we are given the cost function, which is 750 plus 34x minus 0.068x squared. They want us to find the rate at which the average cost is changing when 175 units are produced. So first, we have to determine C of x divided by x. Well, C of x divided by x is 750 plus 34x minus 0.068x squared divided by x. You cannot simplify, and I've seen this in your last homework. Someone simplified x with x or x from here with x. You cannot do that, please. That has to be very clear to you. You cannot simplify unless you factor out and then simplify. But what we can do when the denominator is one term, not more than one, is separate the function into three fractions. This fraction, this fraction, and this fraction. This fraction stays at 750 over x. This fraction changes into 34 because 34x over x is 34. This fraction changes into negative 0.068x. Now, they want us to differentiate this. This will be step 2, in which we have C of x over x prime. Now we have to differentiate this. So please understand what I just did. Because I had three terms at the top and only one term in the denominator, I can separate into three fractions. 750 over x, 34x over x, which simplifies to this, and negative 0.068x squared over x, which simplifies to this. Now, please differentiate this and tell me what to write. Differentiate this and tell me what to write. Differentiate this and tell me what to write. To find the average, the rate of change of the average cost. Can anyone differentiate this for us? Yes, I'm ready. Anyone, please?
750.
Negative 750 over x squared. This is the first of the formulas right here. 1 over x prime is negative 1 over x squared. So 750 over x prime is negative 750 over x squared. When we differentiate 34, we get
0.
Excellent. When we differentiate this, we get negative 0.068. All we have to do is we're asked to find what happens to this when x is 175. So C of x over x for 175. It's negative 750 over 175 squared minus 0.068. And it has to have two... Yes, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Is differentiating and finding the derivative the same thing?
Yes. Yes, that's what I wrote in the discussion also. Differentiating or finding the derivative is the same thing, yes. So negative 750 divided by 175 squared, and then minus 0.068. So I got negative 0.092925. So this is in dollars per unit. Any questions for me?